Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. I have some announcements I wanted to make to everybody, so we're just going to do a real quick video today. I have mentioned before in the vlog that in 2019 we did not intend to buy very many new animals, if any. Probably a mate for Sophie, our sailfin dragon, and that was about it. However, I've gotten some new information that makes us kind of have to reevaluate. So we have some changes coming. We're going to be rearranging our snake room here once again and adding some new animals. So I just kind of wanted to bring everyone up to date. And this is not a teaser video. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on, what we're adding. I was talking with Brandon, who from Canadian Cold Bloods. That's where we got Little Blue, our blue tree monitor. And he mentioned, as we were talking about some other things, that blue tree monitors, specifically Varanus macraei, are about to be listed as CITES 1. That is the highest level of protection, I guess, or basically they're endangered, right? They're from one tiny island, Batanta in Indonesia. I mean, it's not a tiny island, but they have one island as their entire naturally occurring range. Very small natural range, and the people who deal with these kind of things, the international body, has decided that they are endangered enough, they need to be listed as CITES 1. The United States does not import animals that are CITES 1, captive bred or wild caught. So not only are imports, the typical wild caught imports, no longer going to be available, but even ones from Brandon, who lives in Canada, will no longer be able to import into the United States. So, here at the Reptile Barn, while we are predominantly ball python people, the other animals that we were interested in kind of getting deeply into were the tree monitors, specifically Varanus macraei, the blues, Prasinus, which is the greens, Reisengerai, which is the yellows, and Beckerai, which is the blacks. And so not only are the blues going to be listed as CITES 1 soon, I think the listing will go through in May, and then it will take effect in January 1st of 2020, basically. No more imports. But Brandon and others are pretty certain that the others are also going to be deliberated on and probably also listed as CITES 1 in the not too distant future. So if we want to put together a kick-butt group of tree monitors, we got to jump on it. For the blues, we have one more year. That's it. This year of 2019, where we didn't intend to buy any more animals, well, this is the year that if we want them, we got to get them. Now, I'm sure that somewhere in the U.S. there are people breeding blue tree monitors, but it's so rare. For one, because the imports are a lot cheaper. You can get an import for half the price of a captive bred tree monitor. But even just as a species, blue tree monitors are pretty rare in captivity. So for us to put together this group, we're probably going to have to get some imports. We're also going to work on getting some of the other species as well, especially the rarer ones like the Beckerai, the black tree monitors, very rare in captivity, very, very rare. They don't come into the country very often at all. So in the next several weeks and months, we will be buying some tree monitors. We're going to rearrange in here, and we'll fit some of them in here. We'll probably fit some over into Sophie's room, where Caleb keeps Sophie. And we'll probably even have another room that we'll have to dedicate to this. So you guys are going to see some rearranging of the Reptile Barn's snake room. Which now, snake and lizard room, right? Our reptile room. We're excited about this. We've wanted these animals for a while. We got Little Blue, and he's been spectacular to work with. He's pretty stressed out right now, so I'm not going to have him out on camera. He's still adjusting to his big giant cage. It's a lot of change for him, but he'll be all right. He has started eating again, mostly crickets because that's what he likes best. Something about crickets and lizards, the way they move, I think, they respond really well to them. But he's also eating some roaches, so he's doing okay. But I don't want to bother him. I've got Fat Sally out here. Just, I don't like doing snake videos without showing any snakes, right? Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of give that announcement that we are changing our plans. We will be buying some new animals. We'll get several pairs this year. Hopefully, So space-wise and money-wise, we won't be able to get as many as we want. But hopefully by the end of 2019, we will have 3 pairs of blue tree monitors and at least 1 pair of black tree monitors. That's kind of our goal for this year. And that's going to be expensive. It's going to take up a lot of space, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it's going to be 150% worth it. We would like to get to the point where we can be a provider of these species for American buyers, because we won't be able to buy outside of the country anymore. So we don't want it to get to a point where people are like, oh man, you know, there's a random hobbyist there and a random hobbyist here who have them, but they're not really breeding them, or if they are, it's super irregular. We want to be kind of a source for them, so people who want these incredible animals, once they get listed as CITES 1, will still have a source to be able to get them at. So we're going to do our utmost to become tree monitor experts, if you will, which, you know, we're not really experts in anything yet, but that's our goal, is to become a source for tree monitors in the United States. And we hope that it all goes well and the animals come up smoothly. Some of the people we've reached out to are really concerned about shipping up to us during the winter time, which I totally understand. Really what it comes down to is people who only ship with FedEx probably aren't going to ship up to us in the winter time. But some of the ones who ship through the airlines, Delta being the major one, they will most likely be able to ship to us just fine, as long as we're not in a severe cold snap. So we'll keep an eye on our weather. We'll start buying some animals, and of course we'll introduce them all to you guys first thing as soon as they come in. We're very excited about it. I've always loved the tree monitors, and I didn't expect to get a big group of them this quickly, but we're gonna jump on it, because we do not want to get shut out when, you know, if they become illegal to import. We want to already have our collection ready to go. Anyway, so that's the announcement. I hope that that's as exciting to some of you as it is to us. I know that the tree monitors aren't nearly as popular as, you know, ball pythons, for example. But for those of you who do love the tree monitors, we want there to be a place where you can get them. So we will be putting together a group, and we'll start them breeding once they're all established and ready to go. And yeah, anyway. As far as the ball pythons, breeding season is starting to pick up finally. You know, I've talked to some of you others who are breeders, and for whatever reason, here at the Reptile Barn, our males have just been slow this year to the uptake. You know, we're into the end of December, and only in the last week or two have some of our males really started to pick it up and actually lock when we introduced them. So we were starting to stress out, but now it's starting to pick up really nicely. I won't go into all the pairings and everything, but Leo, our banana enchi pied male, he's really starting to bring it. We're very excited about that, because he was key to some of our best combos this year, so we really wanted him to go, and he's plenty big, so we hoped he would. Onyx, the GHI enchi gravel, we've decided not to breed. He was kind of right on the borderline of where we even felt comfortable breeding him, but he was eating really strongly, so we were going to give it a try. He just kind of went off feed like 2 weeks ago, so we're done. He'll wait till next year, and that's totally fine. We're fine with that. It was really just, you know, we were going to give it a shot. We did, and we've decided nope. So the females that we had allotted to him will go to other males. Jonas, our lavender, has locked up a couple times with another lavender female. We're really happy about that. So we have some good pairings going with the ball pythons. Unexpectedly, we'll have some new animals coming in this winter to join us here at the Reptile Barn. So that is our update. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching our big girl here give me a little bit of exercise. This is, man, for a ball python, she's a big girl. She's pushing 4,000 grams, and you know, she's laid eggs every year for the last, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years. So she's just awesome. Anyway, go ahead and comment down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of the tree monitors, and we will talk about in a future video why we are willing to buy some imports, some wild caught, because I mean, my degree was in conservation. I really don't like the idea of taking animals out of the wild, especially animals that are apparently at risk enough to be listed as CITES 1. So we will talk about that, but that's for a later video. So until next time, we're the Reptile Barn.